Hello everyone, welcome back to Mediak Plays, and we're going to be continuing through Halo Reach. I don't know why I said that. You guys clicked on the video and saw the thumbnail. Guys, there's no way you can see it, but my nutcracker is holding a number, and that number says 48 because there is 48 days until Santa comes. I forgot that I kind of just like stopped playing in the middle of a mission so that I have stuff to do. I wrote down a bunch of talking points on my whiteboard over there because I didn't want to have to stumble over my words like usual today. Well, not stumble over, find stuff to talk about. I always have difficulty figuring out what to talk about with you guys on these videos sometimes. Not always. It's just like I was approaching the end of all the projects that I'm working on, so I was like, I gotta talk about something other than school for a period of time, and I didn't know I could possibly do that. Let's get the controversial one out of the way. The Attack on Titan ending happened, and I didn't watch it. So, I'm not the biggest fan of Attack on Titan. I know that's going to be blasphemous to say. Well, I mean, here, okay, it's not even like I think it's a bad show. I genuinely think that the twist that happens in season 2, avoiding spoilers, is probably one of the best twists in all of like anything that I have watched. But that doesn't matter. Whenever they switched to Mappa, I just kind of like lost interest because I didn't like the big CG Titans. Because one of my favorite parts about the first 3 seasons was how incredible the animation was. And it wasn't like the rest of the animation was bad or even like the CG was bad, but the time in my life in which I was watching it, which was freshman year of college, I just wasn't interested in CG stuff. I'm more interested in it now, so I'm thinking about going back and like actually watching it. But I watched part 1 of Attack on Titan season 4 and then just lost interest for a little bit. So I haven't actually caught up, but I do know how it ends, and I'm not like necessarily super excited to go and watch it because might be hypocritical in some ways because a lot of my favorite movies have this element in it, but I think it's handled a lot better in other movies. But I don't like time travel, and the stuff that Aaron does technically isn't time travel, but it also is kind of like destiny related, and that also is lame because like, oh wow, I'm happy I went searching. I think it's lame because like I don't know how to say this in a way that's not very spoilery. What the what am I supposed to do right now? I don't like the way that the power that is implemented has lasting effects over the overarching story because it makes a bunch of the twists and actions in the story feel less important to me. And I know that's lame, but it's whatever. Like I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like the show. I actually think that the show is really good, and I'm kind of a little disappointed in how it ended because of how good it was. Because I expected a better like ending that was more satisfying to me. But I'm not like upset at all because I never cared super deeply about Attack on Titan. It's interesting that it's over, especially since it started in middle school. It was another like FNAF level thing where it's just like, oh, this has been going on for so damn long. It's crazy that it's actually over. Were you supposed to drive that? I'm sorry, but you can't operate that vehicle anymore. Halo is such a cinematic series. I'm surprised that there hasn't been like a good Halo yet. It's crazy that like The Last of Us proved that it's possible to make good. Oh crap, that's my laundry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna talk about Halo and Okay, I am back. My laundry has been switched, and I am ready to Halo it up. Speaking of Halo, they should make a good. I see. This is why you guys come to Mediak Plays and watch me play games because you get that premium gamer content. I would have assumed that they would have made a good Halo series, and The Last of Us proves that it's like actually possible to make a good video game thing. So, I don't know. Where the frick is Kat? She could be helping me right now. Next thing to talk about. Oh, I had tremendous progress on the project that you guys will never see. Actually, there's a chance you might see it. I have this thing that the work in progress thing right now is the Dome project. And a couple of videos ago, I described how I made this animation called a trip in space or trip to space or something like that, and I wasn't proud of it, and I wanted to make a better version of it. So now I'm making like something that would be akin to like a light show in the Science Center or something like that. Because we at RMU we have like a dome here, so I'm making an animation for that, and it's gonna be a trip in space adjacent, and I made a shit ton of progress on that. Like, I was it's kind of my teacher's really cool, and he doesn't like really care a lot, so I'm able to just kind of do whatever I want and be as creative and weird as possible with this project, which is freaking awesome in my opinion. I love it. That's one of my favorite things about this teacher. And so I just like consulted all of my friends and was like, I need things. So I now have like an astronaut chick, like not like a girl, like a little baby chicken, flying through space. And then I have a milkman who comes in, shoots a laser beam, and then just floats off screen, and that's really hype. This year has been so incredible for me and my creativity and just making things. The only times I really actually play video games are now, whenever I do these gameplay videos, and whenever I go to bed every night I play like 30 minutes of Miles Morales, because I didn't beat it, and I want to beat that before I get the new Spider-Man game. So, shit! I thought I could outpunch him. I was wrong. I was incorrect. Guys, I'm weird. I used to look at my podcast with like a little bit of embarrassment. Like, I did it because I wanted a reason to talk to Jack outside of high school, because we were graduating. We were going to two very different schools. Mine was in the city of Pittsburgh, and his was in Ohio, all the way in Ohio. So I just wanted to have a reason to force Jack into a Discord call with me and talk with me at least once a week about like something that we both really cared about. And then I did it because people watched it for a bit, because there was that one Thor video that popped off a couple of years ago, and I thought that was really cool. And then whenever we interviewed Steven, that's like when things like really changed. I was like, holy shit, this could be something I really could do. I still think that's one of my like greatest moments of my entire life, was talking to him. Not only was he just like one of the most amazing people on this entire planet, but like he's someone from the industry that I wanted to go into, that I had the absolute honor of speaking with. And I can't even like explain that. I was like hyperventilating to my mom and brother whenever I told them about it for the first time. It was crazy. I've never felt like that before in my life. Like, we just kept getting busy with school after that, and it got harder and harder to record the podcast. Like, one summer, I was working an internship, and Jack was fucking in Italy. So it was really difficult to get together and do a podcast. Nothing, like, we just couldn't do it. It was just something that happened. And then after a while, we kept going at it last year, but it was getting harder and harder to line up our schedules. And then Skylar, who's been my best friend for like basically my entire life, was like, hey, we should just do it together, because even though Jack is awesome, it's just hard for him to line up our schedules properly. So slowly over time, we like started to wean Skylar into the podcast and Jack out of it, and just like a natural thing. It always sucked though, because like like I said, I started the podcast because I wanted to talk to Jack more. Like, I still talk with him a decent amount, and we hung out over the summer a couple times, but it's just like that growing up thing that you're just not going to hang out with your friends from high school forever. It's just sad. I have a lot of really good friends from high school that I wish I could see a lot, but it's just not how things work out. Damn, this got way more introspective than I intended it to be. I was recently, the reason why I have a checklist over there. I don't remember if I talked about that yet or not, but I have a checklist over there of things that I want to talk about in these videos so that they're a little bit more interesting. So there's like a plan of some kind, you know? Yeah, but I put the podcast up there because I look back at it and I think it's really cool, at least from my point of view, because I get to see how I essentially grew up. Like, this is me starting college and
this thing looks dangerous.
Becoming an artist, and like over the years I go from being like a naive brat almost, at least that's how I look at myself, and I turn into I turn into someone who I'm like relatively proud to be today. And it's just funny because like you can really see how I've changed over the years, and it's really cool. At least in my opinion. I'm worried that I am definitely not worried about it. I definitely am embarrassed about a lot of the things that I said in some of my opinions from 4 years ago, because damn, we've been doing this podcast for about 4 years. I don't know. It's also another thing to look at who I am today and think about how I'm not that person I was back then. I'm acting as if I did something horrible. I just think I was a little more what's the word for it? Ignorant than I am now. And that's embarrassing because like I am not ignorant now. Well, I'm less ignorant now, and I look back at a more ignorant me and I'm just like, oh shit, that's so embarrassing. I hate that. But like it's also like a thing of pride that I can be who I am today and be like, that's cool. I'm proud of who I am. I really like the journal aspect of these videos. I think that's really awesome. I quite enjoy that. It's really lethargic, just kind of like sitting and talking about this kind of stuff, you know? Holy shit, there's 3 of them! Oh my lord! Ah! Holy crap! Sorry, Cat, you got this. You got this, Cat. Hold him back. You're doing fantastic. Oh, you got this. Nice job. Keep it up, Cat. I really wanted to chat about AI and film and stuff, because this was something my uncle called me. Also, I don't know if my uncle's going to be watching these or not, but I really appreciate you because you have been supporting me through the podcast and the entirety of my film adventure, and I really appreciate it. Oh my god, I just got a message from the Taco Bell app. They have a deal for me. I freaking love Taco Bell. Like, probably more than most foods out there, like in general. I genuinely would choose Taco Bell over most cuisines. What the frick are you? Oh shit, man. I knew my death was coming. Alright, let's get this bread. Dude, how many things does this take? What? I feel like I had full shield and full health. Oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck on this forever. This is not finishing in November. It is just not happening. Oh, right on the ass, man. Oh, fuck. He died! Fuck. Did I just jump over that? Holy crap. Halo is increasing my gamer skill. Like gamer points shit, you know? Oh yeah, take a cat. If I have to fight them again, I'm going to rip my own eyes out. Like Scott McCall! Sorry, I feel like that's quite a niche reference. He's dead. Just stay like that, cat. You're doing great. Oh my god! Thank you, cat. You're the best. Maybe there's a handicap. Like, every time you die to them, they get, like, 10% weaker. I was gonna talk about AI, wasn't I? I think I was. I'm not very scared of AI in film. Specifically because of that lawsuit that made it so that, AI scripts can't be copyrighted. My uncle says that they're just going to edit them a little bit, and I guess that's true, but I don't know. People like things that are made by people, and I feel like at the moment AI can't be creative enough to come up with something that people are gonna like. It's gonna be generic, but it's just gonna be like the MCU, you know? People are gonna get bored of it pretty quickly. George! Hey! Man, you wouldn't want to catch me alone in a room with George. And we're both naked. You guys should go watch the podcast if you haven't done that. Yeah, please. Like any of the episodes. No, some of them are definitely better than others. It's just kind of like how podcasts work. But like, I think we're pretty funny. And like I said, if you watch from the beginning, I think there's only a couple hundred episodes. Actually, I think we're not even at 100. I think we're just at 90 something. So like, you can follow my growth into being an artist essentially weekly. I really hope that since I put it into video, that like, because like a lot of the time whenever I say something, the second I like make it public, it immediately does the opposite of that. So like I say like, oh, I'm not worried about AI, and then like the following day they're like, oh yeah, AI just made the best script ever. You can totally see that happening. Can you fucking stop, man? This is unnecessary. Ah! How do you know? He's cheating. I suck at video games. There's like 20 minutes left. Ah! If you guys watch the podcast, then you guys probably would know that for an entire year, I didn't have my two front teeth. These guys here, I didn't have them. They're fake actually right now. They currently are fake. I am terrible at video games, but that doesn't stop me from talking about my teeth. Yeah, so in 8th grade going into 9th grade, so like I was graduated from middle school. Oh yeah, grenades. I have those. I was at a trampoline park with my friend Angelina, my friend McKenna, my friend Anderson, and Angelina's little sister. I did a double front flip on a trampoline. By that I mean 2 consecutive front flips. And I kneed myself in the face and knocked out my 2 front teeth. And that was very fun. So I went to the hospital. They shoved them back in there and then put braces on me. I was like, they put laughing gas on me. And whenever I left the hospital, I was so sad because I really was hungry because I hadn't eaten that day because I knocked my teeth out at like 3. And it was like 2 in the morning by the time like my entire like thing was done because I had to run from like 2 different hospitals because the very first thing I did was run to just like a normal hospital, and then they were like, no, you have to go to like a different one in the city of Pittsburgh, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. So then I did that, then I left, and I was really sad because I was hungry, and I started crying because I wanted a hot dog, but I couldn't eat hot dogs actually. I couldn't eat anything because my teeth weren't strong enough to bite down. And the doctors were like, no, you can't eat until at least the following day. And I was crying and I was sad and I was like, oh my god, I just really want a hot dog right now. Yeah, that's not the end of the story though, which is really funny. that's crazy. Like, already the fact that I knocked out my front teeth is great. That's a great story. I have another thing related. Whoa, 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 whoa. Become visible. COVID happened, okay? And right when COVID happened, I was like, well, my brother and his friends were like, okay, we're gonna start working out a lot. We're gonna turn my basement, the McCulpin household, into a home gym, and then all of Austin's friends were gonna come over, and the group of us were just gonna like work out and just like get fit during COVID, and it worked for the most part. Like we actually got pretty fit. It was one of the it was I was super skinny and gross. Well, I kind of am skinny and gross right now, but like I started to actually gain weight for the first time in my life during COVID because of how like we had nothing else to do, so we just like focused our entire like everything onto lifting and gaining weight. It was pretty awesome. About 2 months in ish, 3 months into COVID, we were working out and we were doing face pulls on this machine that we had in my basement. But Austin had a friend, and he was also a pretty skinny guy, and I considered us to be equal in strength. And he was doing face pulls before me. We were going in a big loop, and I just like considered we were the exact same strength level, so I didn't change the weight on the machine at all. Bro, why is this guy so tanky? I'm terrible at video games. So whenever it was my turn to do the face pulls, I didn't change the weight on the machine, and I pulled at full strength. Like I pulled with like as much force as I could muster, and I slammed the bar into my face, snapping my teeth. They didn't fall out. I didn't knock them out this time. I snapped them in my face like that. That's what happened to me with the bar. And it hurt like a bitch. It hurts. What the hell? I'm so bad at games. This shit sucks. I'm getting destroyed. I had to then get a bunch of surgeries, actually. A series of surgeries. Because I had to first get a surgery to remove the teeth from my mouth. Then I had to get a surgery to fix the damage that happened to it. These were all like spread out in like 3-month periods because after each surgery I had to heal. So yeah, that worked. So they first removed my teeth, and then I healed for like 3 months, and then they fixed up everything, and then I healed for a month, for like 3 months, and then they put rods in, and then I healed for like 6 months ish, and then they were able to finally cap my teeth, which by that I mean they put like real teeth on me. I don't know why this guy's giving me so much trouble. Is it because I'm trying to talk? What do I even need to be here right now? That was cheating. I feel like that was cheating. You're kidding me, man. The only thing this has proven to me is that I am not real. How am I not dead? How am I not dead? Give me escape. These are funny ragdolls. Caden is Skylar's little brother. Caden one time told me, you know, I think you're funny. You don't have to be good at video games. People will watch you anyway. Die! Dude, this is like the 4th rocket that you've taken right to your... Oh my god. This is fun. The enemy should be sleeping more often. It makes it more enjoyable. I feel like One Punch Man. Shit. Dude, I don't want to go to class today. I got capstone, which is relatively important. And I have photojournalism, which isn't important at all. Capstone usually would be important, but we're not going over anything important today. Just exploded his dead body. That's so hype. Nice. Cool. What's next?
What's next?
Oh, whoa. He said the exact same thing as me. Here. Okay, what is his name? Jun Cook. You wouldn't want to see me alone in a room with Jun Cook, and we're naked. It's crazy that there's a pretty high likelihood that that's going to be the last thing I say in this video. That's awesome, man. What the shit? Bro, the Covenant can handle those guys. I don't want it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Help! 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 Jun Cook, help me! It rebounds off of him. What is this thing? Scary. That's my alarm for my laundry. I guess that means that we're gonna end here. I'm excited to continue playing Halo Reach. I hope you guys liked this episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Click the links in the description. Other than that, I guess we'll see you guys next week with some more Halo Reach.